I'm Danforth Prince, president of Blood Moon Productions, and I'm honored to be today on the floor of the New York Gift Show. It's the largest compendium of gift items in the United States, and I'm with the National Book Network's new director of gift sales, Mr. Dennis Hayes. Dennis, nice to see you.
Danforth.
And just to set the tone of why I'm here and who the participants in this video are, I am a publisher partner of the NBN. I own Blood Moon Productions, and it is my books, our company's books, that are being configured for the first time as gift items rather than as traditional books. What we're seeing is a phenomenon in the publishing industry to configure books as objects destined for other destinations than brick and mortar bookstores. In a down economy, everybody is running circles trying to figure out how to play book sales in thinking outside the box kinds of ways, and this is why the NBN has brought in the very talented Dennis Hayes to choreograph a setting whereby books are conceived and sold as gift items. I love the tour you took with me yesterday of the floor.
Quite a spectacle here.
Oh, well, you're so good. You know your way around a gift floor.
Well, it comes with years of experience, but every year it's something different.
You said something funny about what a gift is. This whole room, I think this is a quote from you, is full of disposable, charming objects which enrich a human life but don't necessarily make it essential.
I wouldn't call it disposable. I think there's a lot of collectors here, but yeah, the gift industry is based on items that may not necessarily be essential to life, but it's what makes life essential. It's what makes us human. I mean, we have to breathe, we have to eat, we have to give, and we need a gift show for that.
Is there anything that you can talk about the wham factor? Some books lend themselves well to the gift trades, others of them are just terrible. Any thoughts on that?
I mean, that's in the eyes of the beholder, the buyer, that is there such a thing as a bad gift? Maybe there's a tasteless gift. Maybe there's a gift that may not totally be appropriate for one person, but for another person it makes their day. That gifts come in so many different sizes, shapes, styles, colors, that you know, it's like what makes a gift? What makes a buyer respond to something? Is it a color? Is it a shape? Is it a message? You know, when I look at in the book format, what attracts them? Covers certainly attract, titles attract, and also the shapes of the books and that, you know, how they might be used. People respond, I mean, to things that might be a nice, you know, delivering a message, but some might be a little nod and a wink, a little bit sassy. Again, you can go up and down the row and there'll be something for all tastes and styles.
Dennis pointed out to me a collection of books that one owner of a store came up, and the books she bought were only about cats and dogs. She bought big books and she bought tiny little books, but it was a theme having to do with pets.
Yeah. We've had people come in. One of my favorite stores is a penguin store, and she'll always come in and just say, "What have you got in penguins for me?" And hopefully I always have something for penguins. I tried puffins one time, and puffins won't do. If it's not penguins, they're not going into the store. But you'll find a specialty store for every kind of type. I mean,
and one of the discussions Dennis and I had on the floor was that, again, Blood Moon should be doing maybe Blood Moon the board game. Of course, with our Hollywood links, it would be a celebrity memory game or something. We have to figure this out.
They could be buttons. They could be flip cards. They could be playing cards. I mean, it's taking a look at repurposing your product. I mean, you're working in paper and ink, but beyond that, the possibilities are endless here. So taking what you've created, repurposing it into other functions.
Now, what I was told was that if Blood Moon would, for example, do a deck of playing cards, that I could slap onto this new product an ISBN number, which would act as inventory control device. In other words, I'm redefining what an ISBN number is. I suppose what you've told me is that it can be used to demarcate a non-book product as well as a book product.
Yeah, technology is such that it used to be a variety of barcodes could only be read by single scanners, but now the scanners are multifaceted, can pick up and read other kind of barcodes. As long as you got a barcode on it, that's what you need.
So an ISBN is no longer related just to books, it's more for an inventory control issue.
Yeah.
Can I not suggest, but might it be part of your duties to speak to other publishers within the National Book Network about how gift products could be spun off from their existing book line?
Oh, absolutely. That's what I was doing with you, is
Very cleverly.
taking your product and showing what else it can become. I mean, it's fine what you've put into the product itself, but the opportunity to take your product and turn it into 10 different items. And these items all kind of further network with each other to further market, brand your name.
Fascinating.
You've got multiple opportunities. I mean, here in a bookstore, you're competing with books. Here, you're competing with hundreds of thousands of items, which can be a humbling experience for publishers. But I think the thing you have to realize is that the opportunities here, I mean, you're talking hundreds of billions of dollars of business here. Picture this show, as spectacular as it is one of dozens of shows that occur all around the country. This is indeed one of the 3-4 largest gift shows in the country.
And part of your duties will be to go to 4 or 5 gift shows in the winter and the equivalent in the summer.
Probably 12 shows a year.
12 shows a year. Mm-hmm. All of them in the United States?
All in the United States.
Right. And the big shows are in what cities, please?
New York, Atlanta are really the 2 primary shows. We also have shows in Dallas, San Francisco, LA, Seattle, Denver, Chicago. Picture every major urban center in the United States has usually 1 to 2 shows per year.
Is there a difference in taste in the regional markets of America? You'd get more Confederate memorabilia in Atlanta than you would in New York City, maybe?
Not necessarily. You will get some regional, absolutely, but the world of gifts is pretty large.
Right.
I mean, why this show is called the International Gift Fair is, to me, very obvious. Indeed, you go to Atlanta, yeah, you'll find some southern regional. You go out west, you'll see some related, and that's relative to the buyers that are coming in. I mean, a New York City store may not necessarily be interested in something really deep south, but then again, a lot of our cultures cross paths, is that you could sell Texas products in New York State.
So as you progress in developing the gift market for the NBN, what we publishers might see is more non-book items in an NBN display here.
And actually, hopefully, as the publishers themselves create those products, that we'd be looking for our publishers to create, like I said, to repurpose and further their brands. And in the gift business too, coming out with something new, something interesting, something different. We hope this generates the interest in the publishers to see all that their books and products can become. There's a lot of opportunities here, and as you can see, here we are in a paper products section here, about how many different variations of paper and ink that you see here.
So we are in a row of paper and ink and book products all assembled into one happy row here.
This is the first time for the show that books have always been a subject category within the gift show. This is the first time, this is the first show that has taken and consolidated and brought publishers, stationery, paper products all into one section, which makes it indeed easier for the attendees. Attendees used to have to travel all around the show, going out to the pier, going into the other buildings and wings. Now in one swoop, they can go down and see all the major publishers, stationers, and paper products.
In my role as a publisher partner of the NBN, I'm delighted the NBN has hired you and is indeed focusing on this additional market to sell our books. I love it. I'm thrilled with you being here, Dennis. Thank you so much.
And I'm delighted to have you here, and I'm looking forward to this, the beginning of a whole new era for us.
Welcome to the NBN, Dennis.
Thank you.
We're awfully glad. Dennis has shown me a fascinating insight into a new kind of marketing. Thank you. Danforth Prince from Blood Moon Productions on the floor of the New York Gift Show with Dennis Hayes, the new director of gift sales for the NBN.
Got it.
Thank you.